Welcome back to everyone's favorite improv and general topic conversation, the To Be Continued podcast. I'm your host, Troy, with my co-host, Mr. Pour One Out himself, Cannon.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know, you're going down, something's happening. No matter what happens in the end, I'll pour one out for you. Make sure the homies remember you. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, because you're over here listening to Be Continued podcast, and we have listeners for life and death.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our Patreon, check out our Twitter account at To Be Continued Pod, and check us out on Google Podcasts. Please give us a rating, a review, subscribe to our Spotify. You can find us on a bunch of different platforms. And just getting right into it, do you know where the Pour It Out actually came from? Because I feel like that must be like a song or something.
I mean, I'm not sure. I know I've heard plenty of like the synonyms of pour it out. You gotta, pour it out for your homies or anything, but I'm not really sure where it originated.
I feel like it's one of those things that just kind of originated randomly, like F in the chat. It's just like a obscure thing in the game. For listeners who don't know, there was a game where you attended like a funeral and you just had to press F to pay respects. And it just became this huge meme online.
Yeah, people have been paying respects online ever since, and it's pretty crazy. But no clue where I pour it out. I feel like, honestly, it was probably an accident. Like, you were just kind of holding your drink or something, and then, like, someone tapped you, and you actually dropped some on the ground. They're like, who's that for? You're like, man, that's for the homie. If the homie was here right now, I pour one. So I'm pouring this one out for him. And they're like, that's real. Yeah. That's real.
You're at a wedding, and it's like, couldn't make it. Gotta pour it out for the homie.
Like, just in the middle of the dance floor. This one's for you, buddy.
Hey, speaking of pour it out, we got a new drink that I brought this week. It's the Evolve plant-based protein shake with 20 grams of plant protein and 10 grams of fiber. I know nothing about this drink, but on my way over here, I stopped at the gas station. I said, you know what? Let's try this out. It's not too much sugar. It's a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, honestly. I'm a little worried about that much fiber in a drink. But, what do you think about this?
I mean, I like the title Evolve, but at the same time, it makes me think about the Evolve game that completely ended up flopping. Server shut down, just terrible all of a sudden. And, I mean, double chocolate. It's double chocolate. How are you going to fuck that up?
Well, we're going to find out. I will say that the first thing that I noticed was something you pointed out. There's no way to open the bottle without, like, just tearing into the plastic because they don't have, like, pre-cuts or whatever.
Yeah, they had no downward pre-cut to get to the pre-cut around the actual cap, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I hate those kind of drinks, but I am very intrigued with this. I mean, it doesn't seem bad. It seems like they actually are trying to do something for you. I just noticed this. It's the National Park Foundation drink, I'm guessing, because it says, everything about them on the bottle, and discover more at drinkevolve.com. So, I mean, hey, if this is like an actual park thing, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. National parks, you gotta make sure you preserve those and everything. I mean, I like going to the national park. I like going to parks in general. Great place just to hang out, do a picnic, a little bit of secret swimming if you need to, and it's nice. So this word national park, that's a dub.
Yeah, well, supporting our national parks by trying out new drinks this week. Let's go ahead and give this a taste.
Yeah, don't say I never done anything for the parks.
Mark number 2. It's got a silver cap underneath the cap.
Oh, okay.
It's got that double seal, man.
All right, man.
I mean, this reminds me of like drinking a Gatorade, and every time you open the cap, you're like, nothing's coming out.
It can't just be like a Capri Sun. It's so much simpler.
Oh, that's giving me feelings. My first impression was that was an awful mouthfeel.
This tastes just like a protein shake.
It does not taste good.
So,
National Park, you guys need to step this up on the flavor. It's good metrics on the bottle, but that flavor.
No wonder we're losing our parks. No wonder this is what we're paying. No wonder we're not donating to them, but this is what we're getting out of it. Come on, man.
To describe the flavor, it's kind of like when you get a watered down shake that you expect it to be thicker, and the chocolate flavor is like the weirdest low quality artificial chocolate you can imagine.
This has this odd chalky kind of feeling to it on like my tongue, especially when it starts to dry up.
I paid $3 each for these, and I would expect this to be in the dollar store. This has dollar store quality to it.
No, $3. I'm not paying for it.
I mean, if you're vegan, this is great for you. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't justify that taste. I don't even want to go back for a second swig. It's still on my tongue. It's a weird, lingering, bad chocolate flavor.
Yeah, man. For the health, vegan. For some reason you decide to ruin your life by going vegan, then that's on you. And this is what you have to pay for because this is all you can get. A, it sucks that everything you gotta buy is already more expensive than everything else because we gotta make it special because you're so fucking special. And B, this needs to evolve. This needs to take its own house vote and become something better because I cannot stomach this. And I feel like I'm going to probably be sick later. Yeah,
there's no way we're ever going to finish this. You'd have to, like, mix into something else.
Yeah, I'm going to have to mix into something else because you paid $3 for each of these, and I'm not wasting that
money. But, hey, you know, I actually think going vegan or vegetarian is actually really nice. It's good for the planet. So, like, I support people who do it, and I'm totally fine with making products in that way. I just want it to taste good. Like, I have no problem with going down anywhere, picking up a product and biting into it, and it's like, it's good, and then finding out it's vegan. I just don't want the fact that it's vegan to be the number one seller of it, and then there's actually no flavor behind it, because that's just like a hype product.
Yeah, man. If I get into it, I'm just like, yeah, this is really good. I mean, it tastes just a little off, but it's still perfectly fine. It's like, I would definitely buy this again. And they're like, yeah, man, it's because it's completely vegan. I'm like, all right, man, good for you. As long as you didn't shove that down my throat beforehand, then we're all good. Because I don't need to hear about it 17,000 times before you're just like, now eat this cookie. I was like, just let me eat the cookie and tell me afterwards.
Let me give you a 20-minute spiel on why you should eat this cookie and not the taste.
Yeah, I don't need to know how it was made and the all the little intricacies of it, and then you get the cookie. Just give me the cookie, and then when you start your spiel, I can leave because I already ate the cookie.
Yeah, it's like when you eat Oreos. You find out later that they're vegan or vegetarian. I think they're vegan, but it's like, wow, I never knew that. An Oreo just tasted good. Yeah, that's how it should be, right?
An Oreo's like, it's probably the second most American cookie as there is. I might like Chip Ahoy.
What's the most American cookie?
Chips Ahoy.
You're sure Chips Ahoy? I gotta disagree with you. I think just like a shortbread.
The shortbread seeds too.
No, actually, maybe no. I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say Mrs. Fields 2-pack cookies that you get. Oh, is it Mrs.
Grandma's
Fields
cookies?
Yeah, the grandma's, not Mrs. Fields. The grandma's cookies you get.
Grandma's cookies are too high quality of a cookie for it to be America's cookie.
They're $1 for 2. You get them in every school.
Every child at home, parents have a thing of Chips Ahoy cookies. It's the most generic. Everyone knows what this is. Everyone can afford it and have gotten packs of it cookie.
That's fair. I will say that I've never had like a grandma's cookie at home. So if we're going by like home metrics, like Oreos, Chips Ahoy, for sure.
But no, grandma's cookies, those are different. those are good.
Yeah, they hit different. Yeah, they don't make it home.
They don't make it home. You're not getting those in bulk, unfortunately.
But you know, I do want to say I have to lay off those cookies and pretty much everything, because I just hit an all-time high on my weight, and it's not been good, man. It's like I just can't stop gaining weight right now, and I have to diet. I have to go vegan myself.
Yeah, man, it's much harder to lose weight, especially during any sort of like lull in what you're used to and sort of thing. And I mean, it's partially my fault. I mean, we haven't really worked out together in almost 2 months now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to clear up my schedule and finances and things, so I really haven't done that. I've just been putting it on the back burner, and I'm just like, I gotta start like running every day, because for reference, guys, I was like 180 last year, and now I'm 224. Like, it is not pretty.
And I'm not. I'm afraid to weigh myself because, like I said, right when I got sick, I just stopped working out, and it's been like a good month since. And I'm like, dude, this is gonna be bad. I just gotta start working out so at least I can be where I was, over a month ago. But no, I mean, we can get back into it. It's not a problem. And I mean, it's getting a little nasty outside, but I just have to run inside.
Yeah, it's winter now. Wow, we used to go for like a couple mile run outside during the whole summer.
Mm-hmm.
Really good about it. We were going to the gym, we were running, we were exercising up to like 3, maybe 4 times a week sometimes. And now we're like, we're going to cut it back to 1. And then the life happened, and we cut it down to 0.
All right, well, we'll pick it back up.
I am looking forward to it. I feel the difference in not exercising, the endorphins, the dopamine and shit. I feel like I was less stressed. I felt better. I'm not a huge advocate for working out every day of the week or whatever, but even working out once a week, really, it's a noticeable difference.
Yeah, man. In my daily just life and tasking things, I'm typically very on top of everything that I'm doing. And I stay kind of to my schedule to make sure I get everything done. But having not worked out and such, I'm definitely feeling lazier than I usually was during those times where we were. And I'm just slacking on some core things that I'm just like, I can get it done later or tomorrow or whatever. But whenever we work out, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can get this done. It's not a problem. I mean, I just worked out. This is much easier than what I just did.
Yeah. Absolutely. As soon as you work out, you're just like, I can do so many more things because it's not as hard as working out.
Yeah, no, it's like this is me taking a break. I'm like, yeah, and I can get on top of things. So yeah, we definitely do need to work out more because there is a very noticeable difference between now and then.
I started taking vitamin D pills. I mean, I think it's important for people to recognize when you're not going outside enough that you need vitamin D pills, but especially in the winter. And I looked this up, and I had my doctor test me, and I was pretty low on it. But it supposedly not only helps with your functions, like throughout the day, it makes you less tired. It also helps with your muscles, so they don't ache as much. You're not getting pinches and sores and achy muscles just pretty much anywhere they use. And I've noticed a sustainable difference just taking a daily vitamin D pill. I started off with a weekly one from my doctor, but then I just went to the grocery store. I think it's like $15. You can get a bottle for a while, at least like a month or two. And every day, I tell you, I don't feel like taking a nap anymore. Like I'm actually pretty awake. I haven't had nearly as many muscle soreness. I can't speak English. But yeah, man, I really recommend if you feel like you're chronically fatigued, maybe try it out.
All right, man. Yeah, out there, inside on the computer all day, no life, no friends, no family to actually get you out there. You fucking neats out there. Take some vitamin D pills, add a little color to your palette, and you'll hopefully feel a bit better. Fix that scoliosis or whatever the fuck you got going on over there, and everything will be A-okay. Get outside and see some sun. Or take pills and not go outside because the outside is bad and you don't know what's out there.
Well, I mean, it doesn't fully replace the outside, but yeah, I agree.
Take pills. Don't go outside.
Some people have to take pills. It's really kind of sad, but I'm going to take a break here and thank our sponsor, T. Regal Bakery in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you happen to be downtown off of 16th in Indiana every Saturday morning at the AMP, we are there from 9 a.m. to 12:30. Come try out our macarons. We'll be starting out some new products, new kits lately. We'll see you there. Back to the show. So, besides the whole gaining weight thing and trying to solve financials with multiple businesses, man, taxes have been a headache for me. It's my first year running a business, starting multiple businesses. I can't tell you that I'm not prepared. I have so many questions. I hired an accountant, but I still am just I'm going to hit with the tax bill is my greatest fear right now.
Yeah, I cannot relate. Taxes have never really been a problem for me, simply because I don't really have to do them which is very nice. I'm exempt for most taxes, and I've definitely never had to deal with any sort of business-based taxes or any of that nature. So this is all new territory, and I mean, hiring an accountant definitely a smart move, especially for like the first time doing it, so they kind of walk you through it, so then you can eventually get it and do it yourself. But I mean, if you need an accountant, I could have hooked you up with one. My aunt's an accountant.
Who?
My aunt.
Your aunt? Wow. I didn't even think about it. I was just calling out different CPAs in the area. I found one that I really liked, explained some things to me on the phone versus just like trying to sell me on a package.
Which is good.
Dude, I called like 4 of them initially, and they were all just like, yeah, buy our monthly package with access to all this crap. And I'm like, this kind of feels like you're selling me on something. And then the guy that I finally landed on, he just talked to me like a normal person. I was like, yeah, tell me a little bit about your business, like what you think you need, and I'll tell you what you actually need. And he was like, yeah, we actually don't need to do anything until probably like mid-November. We'll sit down and do the whole year at once, basically. We will charge a little bit more per hour, but like you don't need all this other stuff that people are trying to sell you on. We really could just sit down and do this pretty quick for you. And I was like, sounds like the guy for me.
Yeah, man. Just here to actually help you a bit. Just let you know what's going on better than just going, hey, yeah, if you buy this, then we can talk about it. No, let's just talk about it, and then tell me. Then I'll decide whether or not I need to buy it.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like it's always a red sign, a red flag whenever you go somewhere and they try to upsell you on anything before actually understanding your needs. This is a problem we're having with our realtor and like trying to get a house right now. It's always like the other person's needs or like something that they're trying to get us not to ask for, and I'm just like, this doesn't quite feel right. This is very off-putting. We want somebody who feels like they're working for us.
Yeah, they typically have like a price in mind that they want you to reach, and they're gonna get you there however they can, instead of going, yeah, they don't really need this, but I want to get to this amount of money. So what else can I add to it?
Well, like even like regular things that you don't come in contact with. Our appraiser, for instance, right? Like I didn't meet the guy. It's like done to the bank. It still feels sketchy when they come through and it's like not quite the right target that you were expecting. The house is valued at like 140, right? The guy appraised it at 138. But there's a clause in our contract that says that we have to pay the difference if it's under 140 up to $2,000. And you're just like, this feels a little sketchy now, right?
Yeah, that's really odd.
So why would they just not say 140 or like 135? What's this 138? That just makes no sense. So,
I don't know what they're doing out there.
Yes, I could go and get an independent appraiser. That does make sense. I know that I could do it, and there's people that may listen to this and be like, what are you doing? Go get your own appraiser. But honestly, getting someone else to appraise the house is going to cost me like $1,500. So there's no real difference in what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty dumb. I don't get that. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with any of that.
Yeah, being able to inherit a house or something, it helps a lot. But
yeah, I mean, my appraiser were paid for by the VA and everything, so he just took care of everything for me.
Well, to be fair, I think it is done through the bank or something like that, or the sellers. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think it's in our charges or it's covered by our grant. I'm not exactly sure. I am looking forward to having a house, though. We are definitely moving forward on it, even though there's that issue. It's just going to be a little bit more out of pocket than we wanted to pay. We're gonna build it out a little bit, I think. We have all that space, and I want to build out a nice little patio. It's my first time ever buying a house, and I just think it's going to be fun.
I always meant to ask. This obviously has nothing to do with the fucking house. Mm-hmm. But I remember at a point, it was a couple weeks ago, you had sent out a tweet.
You're looking at my tweets? Wait, are you looking at my tweets or the business tweets?
I took like your tweets.
Okay.
I remember because I saw it, and it was like a tweet or like a response to a tweet about someone like you're trying to like win like a giveaway or like prize or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, yay, man, I got a family and a son, and we're trying to get a house, so it would be really cool if I could win this thing. And it just made me go, yeah, I've definitely never seen this before. Complete sarcasm. Of course I've seen this before. And when I was just looking at it, I was like, this is kind of hilarious. Going, hey man, it'd be really cool if you got me that thing, for my family. That's why I should win. I have family. I'm like, okay. All right.
I want to point this out because I just pulled it up, right? So I was trying to win a VFriend token, which, in case you don't know, Gary Vee invented VFriends, the NFT, and they're worth like minimum $40,000 each now. They started off pretty cheap. We knew about it when they initially launched, but he does giveaways basically this whole year. And for like Black Friday, he was giving them out, I think like 1 or 3 or something like that, like a small number of them. Mm-hmm. And he said, if you want to win, you gotta like tweet certain things, and you gotta say why you want it. And I was like, yo, bro, I want to flip it. Like I want it so I could sell it and buy a house. I wanted to make a good Christmas gift, and I did that, and that's what he was referring to. But somebody replied to my tweet, and they said hot. I'm just like, what a weird response to that. It's like, yeah, I want to flip this, make my son grow up in a safe neighborhood, and give it to my Christmas gift to my wife. And it's hot.
Hey, man, I guess if I'm the person behind writing hot, my only mental state could be that's hot, the way that you're trying to financially stabilize your family and support your wife and child so that they can come into a better lifestyle. I was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking hot. He's really out there trying to be a good husband.
Dude, I mean, it's so hard nowadays trying to balance out everything, because I am ambitious. Like,
I thought
yes,
you were going to say it was so hard to be a good husband.
Okay, look, it can be hard to be a good husband if you're not practicing it. It's a real thing. Like, you have to try your best, maybe not even your best, just consistently. That's a better word. Try consistently to be the person you want to be, because that's how you're going to get there. If you're working your 9 to 5, you're going to work, you're coming home, you're repeating the same evening routine, you're making dinner, you watch TV, you go to bed. On the weekends, you like see friends, you go drinking, whatever. That's great. That can work for you. I'm not about that life. I try to do so many things. I want to do this podcast. I want to do my business. I'm going to start another business with my wife. I started a job this week as well. So I have 3 jobs currently, and I'm trying to be home in the evenings to see my son. There's no excuse for me.
Be a better husband.
Look, I will say I didn't do all this stuff before COVID, and COVID happened and really gave me a big old trauma and said, hey, you got to start living life. So I took that opportunity and I'm running with it.
Yeah. You could die at any time in COVID.
I almost did. I didn't end up in the hospital, but I was unable to eat for like a year. Like, I would have like 3 blueberries for breakfast. I'd have like half a sandwich the rest of the day. Like, my body was messed up, man. I was in bed for weeks.
Yeah, you're about to go back to that now with this new.
I have thought about it. There's a diet my grandparents are doing where they basically fast like 2 meals of the day.
They don't have to do that.
He's lost 50 pounds.
I was like, they're your grandparents. I don't think it really matters anymore.
No, that's fair. But
they're free to do whatever they want. But yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. In like a year, they've lost like 50 pounds. I'm just like, I need to lose 50 pounds. I gained that much.
Yeah, I need to lose like another 20, 25 pounds before the summer.
Before the summer? Well, you got like 6 months. You could do that.
Yeah,
you gotta get back into working out, running multiple times a week.
Yep, I'm gonna swing by your new job right before you get out. I'm like, all right, let's get to the gym. And we go to the gym.
Dude, my new job, I'm working like 12-hour shifts right now. I will say, it's really nice. They close at 8 p.m., so I'm not getting out of a restaurant at like midnight anymore. They do open at like 10 or 11, so I'm not getting in super early either. But it pays really well. I'm getting over $20 an hour in a restaurant now. For a part-time gig, that's fantastic. And in case anyone out there is job searching, just don't stop looking. Don't settle. Like, even if you get a job, keep looking. What I frequently did was just pulled up like Indeed, searched the jobs listed within 3 days, sorted by date. So anything that just popped up is going to show in your feed first. Apply to those instant apply ones that you can do on your phone, and you'll get some callbacks instantly, because people don't like to look at their applications after a couple days. First couple days they list it, they're going to go through those applications. After like 30 days, if you're trying to get hired for like a recruiting job, engineering, something like that, maybe more corporate, you'll probably get like a call or something if you've got a good resume, because they're actually paying people to go through that. If you're going through like local entry-level jobs, they're going to only look at it for like the first couple of days. You're not going to get picked out if that job's been listed for 6 months.
Yeah, no. I know when I was looking for a job just to pass the time, I went on to Indeed, and yeah, just within like 2 days of me looking, I found exactly what I wanted to do. It met all my criteria of not a whole bunch of work, not a whole bunch of time. Very simple and easy for me to do and just kind of social in an area of expertise that I have. And I was like, all right, this is great. And they found it, and I got hired instantly, and it was easy. But yeah, no, just don't settle. Know exactly what you want out of your job.
Or at least like 50%. And make sure that your requirements for the job don't have to line up perfectly.
Don't hate your job.
There are studies that show if you apply for a job with even less than 50% matching qualifications, does not mean that you're not going to get the job. Most people actually do apply for jobs with not all the qualifications and still get hired.
I think they need to meet your criteria.
Also, you can go on LinkedIn, find the recruiter for your business for more corporate jobs. So, like, if you want to get hired at IBM or whatever, go to LinkedIn, find the recruiter for IBM, send them a message. Be like, hey, I see that you're a recruiter. I'm really interested in this company. Really sell yourself, really personal. Attach a link to your resume. Don't wait for that job to be open. This is how you network and get in.
Yeah, and go ahead. Obviously, we're going to practice what we preach. Obviously, I mean, he's done it himself. I've done it a little bit. And for just an added thing, I want you guys to go out there. If you're looking for a job, if you're trying to find an extra source of income, you don't like your current work, and you want to go ahead and find a new employment, start doing these things. Go out and apply for these things. You've got some experience, and if you don't have experience, you've got some life experience. Go out there and just search, see what you can find, because you might be surprised at what you actually get when you actually put some more value in yourself and what you can do. Because I know you can do it, because you're listening to us, and we can do it, so you can do it.
Yeah, man, follow your dreams. If you follow us on Twitter, you'll see me post some stuff about persistence and dreams and just believing, man. That's how we got here. We're not making any money off of this, but we enjoy it.
Yeah, man. And hell, if you can do it, if we get comments, we get like 100 people who went out there and like, yeah, man, we applied to this, and we didn't think we were gonna get it, but we got it, and now I'm doing whatever. What are you find out you actually hate it and you don't like it, or maybe you love it? I'll fucking do it. I'll apply to a bunch of shit that I'm like, yeah, I probably have no right having this job. And when I get one, I'll be there for like a month and come back and tell you guys the experience.
Dude, one day I want to be like Mr. Beast and just make people's dreams come true. It's like, you want to own a GameStop? We bought a GameStop, and you're now the owner.
Yeah, I would say you're now the owner for the next blank time. So
you have a timeshare ownership.
So this way I can see how well you go, because if you become owner and you fuck up my GameStop, I gotta replace you.
But I mean, that's dreams, right? They gotta learn.
I only got Mr. Beast so I can crush people's dreams.
All right, Mr. Beast, if you're listening to our podcast, we'd love to have you on the show. Please tweet at us at @ToBeContinuedPod, or send us a message on Spotify, Patreon, anywhere you can reach us.
Oh yeah, man. Come out here. Or we'll go out there. Yeah, pay for us to come out there.
Pay for us.
Pay for us to come out there.
Be a guest on our show, but pay for us to go over there with our equipment.
With our equipment. You know what? Go ahead, get your own equipment. Set up your own.
Start your own podcast. We'll be guests on your podcast.
Yeah, and then then we'll collab and we'll make a video together. I guess we could do that for you.
Yeah, we do 24 hours of podcasting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do it for, like, I don't know, the kids or whatever. Those fucking bastards.
What could we do to attract Mr. Beast? Do you think if we did, like, a 24-hour straight live stream podcast that he would find out about it?
What the fuck would we talk about for 24 hours
I don't even know. Like, we're just sitting there just like, yeah, bro, how's it going?
Yeah, man. Hey, if you want to attempt, I guarantee you can't do a 24-hour anything. When's the last time you did a 24-hour anything?
It's been several years.
I was like, yeah,
I did a 24-hour work shift like 5 years ago.
I mean, I guess we can try it. Maybe we'll start with a 12-hour thing, right? And then we'll bump it up. We'll get some people in from the Patreon, for the Twitter and stuff. We'll talk to them for some stuff.
Hey guys, we're going to wrap it up here, but I think we just discovered a new stretch goal for our Patreon. We're currently at $0, but hey, if we make it to like $10,000 a month, maybe we'll do a 24-hour podcast.
I accidentally drunk the Evolve again.
Oh, that's not good, bro.
It's so bad.
I'm not taking a second sip of that.
I mixed it with the coffee and it's like okay-ish.
But hey, I just want to remind you guys, subscribe to our Patreon, give us a rating and review, Spotify, Google Podcasts, check out our Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.